I didn't ask for this. I said nothing, but inside, I was screaming. I feel dirty, like it was my fault, but it wasn't, right? I just want to be heard.
The sorrowful voice you just heard is the unheard cry of many students experiencing sexual violence. Often we think the very system to protect and educate them is a reality that's often hidden, as powerfully shown in stories like Fang Siqi, First Love Paradise. Hi everyone. Today we are talking about something deeply unsettling, yet critically important for our society's well-being. You might think that sexual violence is a distant issue, or believing survivors could just move on with time. However, the reality is that it could impact the survivors, shaping their life, many years, even a lifetime. A lack of timely and effective support makes recovering from sexual trauma incredibly difficult, leading to long-term mental struggles. The issue directly related to SDGs 3.4, which emphasizes the mental health. It causes deep social isolation and sometimes far worse outcomes. So, this is not just a problem for the victim, it's a systemic challenge, a societal responsibility. This is why building a comprehensive social safety net isn't just important, it is absolutely crucial, now more than ever. But what exactly does the net look like? And who are the key players woven into the structure? The laws, the government, or the support organizations? And how are they supposed to work together to ensure no one is left too far alone? Stay with us and get the answer. Alright, so we are talking about why this social safety net is so incredibly needed. Let's really break it down. What exactly makes up this net? Who's actually putting it together? It's not just one thing, right?
Exactly. And when we look into it, we found there are key players working together. Let's start with the government. In recent years, they have really stepped up and made important changes. The Ministry of Education now has clear rules the Let's Require School to teach about gender equality. That's part of SDG 4 in action. Building safer, more equal classrooms for everyone. They also require schools to report any abuse case quickly and seriously.
Then there's legal side, which is super important. Taiwan also achieved these laws, specifically Article 227 of the Criminal Code. This change means our basic sexual violence is punished much more severely now. This directly relates to SDGs 5.2, working to end violence against women and girls by making sure the law provides stronger protection.
And we can't forget the NGOs, the non-government organizations. These groups are on the front lines doing incredible work. They often give free legal advice, bring awareness to parents, and provide crucial trauma counseling and really help fill in any gaps in government service and make support feel more personal and accessible for survivors and their families.
The important thing we realize is that these different parts don't work in isolation. It's not just the government or the laws or the NGOs. It's all of them consulting and working together. Government policy setting the standard, legal protecting providing a safety net. and emotional support from NGOs offering the rating help the healing. They all need to connect to from a real strong net.
But it makes you wonder, if we have all these channels, all these resources, why do so many survivors still feel so incredibly alone? Like they can reach out?
Yeah, maybe it's not just about having things don't exist. Maybe it's about whether people know they exist, whether they trust the systems, or maybe we as a society haven't listened closely enough to understand the real barriers survivors face.
That's why we felt it was so important to hear the rating from someone who works with survivors every day. Someone who's actually been on the first line, helping to build and use these nets. To hear what support truly looks and feels like in reality.
Thank you so much for taking the time to meet us today. We really appreciate you sharing your experience. And there are some questions to you. So the first question is, when students come to you after going through sexual violence, what kind of specific help and support do you usually provide them? What is the first step?
Thank you for asking. The very first thing we do always is listen. Truly listen, without judgment. We create a safe space for them to share their experience if they feel ready. Then the support can take many forms. It often involves trauma counseling, helping them process what happened and begin to heal.
It sounds like the immense prosecution. From your experience, how big of a difference does getting this kind of early help and support make for survivors?
Oh, it's everything. Surely, it can change the whole path of recovery. Survivors who receive early intervention and consistent support, whether it's counseling, legal aid, or just having someone trustworthy to walk to, they tend to recover much better. And the healing process is often less prolonged and painful.
It's clear how vital the support is, but many survivors still stay silent. They might be afraid, ashamed, or don't know where to go. If you could speak directly to those who are silently carrying this burden right now, what would you most want to say to them?
To anyone out there who is hurting, who is carrying this secret alone, please know this, you are not alone. What happened to you was not your fault.
We have explored the years of the social safety nets and heard about the vital supports available. And now, standing here together, we want to say this again and say it with all our hearts. You're not alone.
The whole society is here, stand with you, ready to extend a helping hand and walk alongside you on your journey.
There is legal protection designed to keep you safe. Government resources put in place to offer pathway for help. Dedicated NGOs providing crucial support and companionship. And professional help available from people like psychologists and social workers.
Remember, taking that first step, researching out for help. That is not a thing of weakness. It is an act of incredible courage. It is the first brave step towards healing. Let's all be active participants in building and strengthening this social safety net.
Let's work together to ensure that help is visible, accessible, and offered with compassion.
Let's help a light into every corner so no one is left in the darkness alone.